Hi, everyone. This is Billy Ariel, Real Life, and I'm here inside the Resistance Studio, and team members are here. And we've been here for a while, and we wanted to come before each and every one of you out there to discuss something that we feel that should be discussed, and so that you will know the true understanding and meaning behind it. Before we became before the mic, we did our research. This is what the resistance team we always do. We do thorough research to find out the facts and the truth and the knowledge. And then when we are a little in doubt about something or a little hesitant about something, then we get in contact with our source. Now, some of you may not believe this, and we don't care whether you believe it or not. But we're not about lies. We're about the facts and the truth. And we contacted our sources, and our sources told us exactly what the real deal is and was, and however, but told us the real deal. And so we're here to explain it to all of you out there. Now, there's been some talk about Tyler Perry's movie called Straw. And some of you are saying, well, some of the women are saying that they can identify with this movie because Taraji P. Henson is the main star of this movie called Straw. And some of you, you think that Tyler Perry's movie was the bomb, and oh, and he's a good man because he helped the black people, and he helps the people, period. And he has a studio, and it's like a little village, and he puts on shows. People, I'm going to tell you all, Straw, the movie, is terrible. You know, you sit back and you watch and you look, and then you talk about something that you know nothing of. I, Billy Ariel, along with the Resistance team, we're going to share with you the truth. Now, you can either reject it, accept it, reject it, and or leave it alone. But we're not about lies. Have you ever thought, and some of you probably haven't thought because you're talking the way that you're talking, have you ever thought, why does Tyler Perry has a studio that looks like a village? Why is Tyler Perry living in a house that would make your home look like shambles? Why is Tyler Perry driving this fabulous car? Why? Have you asked yourself why? No, because you don't want to know the truth. Well, Tyler Perry is a puppet. He's a puppet of the industry of elites. And there was a time with Tyler Perry, they saw him and, hey, we can use this guy here. And they talked with Tyler Perry, and Tyler Perry had to sign his name on the dotted line. And to seal it, he had to seal it with blood. Tyler Perry then became a person who sold his soul. And doing that, Tyler Perry had to do everything that was asked of him to do, to say everything that was asked of him to say. He had to be one with the elites. And some of you may say the Illuminati, but they're the Illuminati, however way you want to put it, but they are the Illuminati elites. Tyler Perry didn't have a thing. When they first approached Tyler Perry was just like a regular person like you and I. He didn't have anything. But when they approached him and made that deal with him, Tyler Perry signed his name. He said, "Nah, I can't pass this deal." But they told Tyler Perry that in signing his name, you belong to us. You have to do everything we tell you to do. You have to say everything we tell you to say. Now, you signed your name. We are the ones that you have to answer to. And so Tyler Perry, after they explained everything to him, Tyler Perry had a bank full of money, just like it was with R. Kelly. When they approached R. Kelly was just a guy singing on the streets. Didn't have nothing, and they approached approached R. Kelly and told him, we want you on board with us. And R. Kelly said, I don't have no money, and so he said, don't worry about that. We'll take care of you. Tyler Perry, took R. Kelly and had him to sign his name and sealed it with blood. And they told R. Kelly to go to the bank. You'll find your millions there. And R. Kelly went to the bank and found out they had deposited so much money he had never seen in his life. But R. Kelly had to do and say everything they want him to do and say. And when R. Kelly, got the money, and he started, acting up this sort of thing, they went to R. Kelly the first time. R. Kelly, now you getting out of line now. Robert, you're getting out of line. You got to straighten up. R. Kelly, you weren't telling R. Kelly not that this, hey, this was his money. He was singing at spots, different spots. He was making his money. And they went to him the second time. Hey, Robert, and did I, you can't do this now. You weren't telling R. Kelly nothing, nothing. And even though R. Kelly was going to different spots, doing concerts and here, R. Kelly thought that money was his, but it wasn't his. It belonged to the Illuminati elites. And they went to him the third time. Robert, now, hey, now, we've told you this twice, and you got the straight number fly right. You weren't telling R. Kelly nothing. And so when they had told R. Kelly three times, and so what did they do? They went inside R. Kelly's big mansion house and took everything that he had in the house. And you all probably heard about it on the news and however. R. Kelly said, someone broke in and robbed my house. I know who it is. Yes, he did know who it was, but there was nothing that he could do about it. And then after doing all of that, R. Kelly still wasn't getting on board. So they said, okay, well, we gotta lock him up. And so R. Kelly went on and went on, and this is why R. Kelly is in jail today behind bars. And now he's begging to come out because the prisoners, the inmates behind those bars, they want R. Kelly as their bitch. So he wants out. And so the same thing with R. Kelly is the same thing with Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry, when he sealed his name on that dotted line, sold his soul, he became the property of the Illuminati elites, the high elites. And so now every movie, every appearance that Tyler Perry makes, it comes from them. Tyler Perry, we want you to appear in so and so show now next week. Can you make it? But no, you're gonna have to make it, Tyler. No, you gotta make it. And Tyler Perry is there. And so when Tyler Perry got his village of studio, when he got his village of studio, and everybody, oh, Tyler Perry, he got the biggest studio that all I mean, this man helps people, and he's a sweetest little black man. But you see, you failed to realize, people, what was behind the reasons for him having all of that. Tyler Perry is a puppet to the industry of the elites. Even though Tyler Perry has his name on it. But it's just like when you living in you're renting out a house or you're renting out an apartment. When you go, sure, you got your landlord. You sign your name, you live there, but your landlord has the name on top of your name. The landlord can put you out, can frame you and say you did something or you said something and throw you out of that apartment, out of that. And how can you disapprove it? And you can't disapprove it because the industry is the high elites. Well, that's the same way they are doing to Tyler Perry. And you all think that Tyler Perry is doing this and now, and Tyler Perry does not own a thing. When they approached Tyler Perry did not have one dime, not one dime, driving in a rather little car and living in a rather house. But when they made that deal was too good for Tyler Perry to refuse. So he signed his name, and they told him either before or after they told him before, Tyler Perry, and if you sign in, this is what you're going to have to do now. And Tyler Perry agreed because Tyler Perry, to him, he could not refuse that offer. And he signed. That's how Tyler Perry got what he has got today. And when you hear and see of Tyler Perry, he gave so much money to so and so, because when you have made so much, your appearance and what have you, the movies, what have you, Tyler Perry, you got to give some of that away. What? You have to give some of that away. Why don't you give it to somebody that really needs it? Go around and find somebody that needs $500 or $1,000, but you have to give some of it away. And that's what Tyler Perry did. But you all are thinking, oh no, Tyler Perry, no, he did this on his own because Tyler Perry is this and Tyler Perry is that. But you fail to realize, the people, that Tyler Perry is a puppet to the high inmates. So you fail to realize that. Tyler Perry don't own nothing. That car that he drives in, if Tyler Perry make one step out of line, just one step, he'll come. Now, Tyler, now you did wrong. Now you got to straighten that up now. And they tell you if Tyler, if you don't straighten it up, and Tyler does it again, he'll go back. Tyler, come on, that's not like you. Either get it together now because we would hate to come back to you a third time. And Tyler does it again, they'll take everything that Tyler has away from you. That includes his home, his car, the money, finances, everything. Just as they did R. Kelly, and not only R. Kelly, but so many others out there who were celebrities, whether they were actors or actresses or singers or dancers or what have you. If you don't do what they tell you to do, everything will be taken away from you. Now, this movie that Tyler Perry made called Straw with Taraji P. Henson, she was a main character, main star. This movie was shit. And I have to say this, it was shit. It only took 2 days, 2 days to make this movie. Now, what did they do? Now, before I go to the air about asking you what did they do, look who's in office today. Just sit back and think, people, who's in office today? Number 47. What has number 47 done so far to the people of America? He's trying to bring division. He wants, he has even stated to a Cuban person, if you get 100 Cuban of your people together, and we get 100 of the black people, we want you all to go to war. And the Cuban, this was a gang leaders there. They said, no, we're not going to do that. They're our brothers. Our sisters, no, we're not going to do that. And when they didn't do that or obliged to what was asked of them to do, that person became enraged. Well, let me put a little bit more hardship down on the black race of people. And so that's how it was with Tyler Perry. In Tyler Perry's life, Tyler Perry does not like black people. He is stemmed from his own mama. His mama did something to him, someone in his family, and he began to turn against black women, black men too. And so before or after he signed his name on the dotted line, well, before he signed his name on the dotted line, they had to find out what type of person this person is this person. And they had to find out all about Tyler Perry's life. And when they found out about it, they knew, yeah, we could get him. We can get him. And so they went to Tyler Perry. We want you to make movies. We want you to make movies of women having hard times, women being prostitutes, women being whores, women being beaten, anything that was abnormal to females. We want you to do a movie on that. Then we want you to do a movie where men is jumping on women, men are drunks, men are drug addicts. This is all, you have seen Tyler Perry's movies. And why? Why was he making movies like that? Was because of the fact that the Illuminati high elites instructed him to do that. Why? Because he had already sold his soul. He had already signed his name on the dotted line. There was nothing that Tyler Perry could say or do and say, I'm not going to do that. Because if Tyler Perry said anything like that to the high Illuminati elites, they would take everything from him. And he would be back on the streets like he was before he became rich, the richness that they had given him. And you see, you people, you fail to realize, you just think that people they just get money. You've heard of the actors, how one minute they were up there rich and had homes and all, and then the next minute you hit 2 or 3 years later, but 4 or 5 years later, what? He's living on the streets. What? What happened? Because they became puppets and they did not come under obedience. And so everything was taken from them. And this is what happened, people. This is why Tyler Perry makes movies like he has made. Women being beaten, sexually raped, and all. You've seen his movies because he was told to do that. Because they want the black people to be disgraceful. They want black people to be just so fucked up. But they want them to be fucked up by their own race of people. You see, and you all don't understand that. This is why the team, and so many others, black people start fighting each other. We're brothers and sisters together. But as long as you see that on the screen, hey, You're making the Illuminati elites, and you make it other way. Oh, see, I know that. That's how they was going to act. I know it. I know it. You see, Tyler Perry movie was totally different from Sinners. You see, Sinners, the creator of Sinners, he sat down and he made this movie perfect. But Tyler Perry took 2 days. Is no way in hell a person can make a movie in 2 days and make it complete and to the understanding. Well, you see what Tyler Perry did? He got that shit together and made it look like it. And you sit down and really watch the picture, the movie. You can see that it's so incomplete. You know, but you people, you fail to realize, you see, and you're just taken back to other fact that Tyler Perry is a rich man. Oh, he got money. He got studios. None of it belongs to Tyler Perry. None of it. None of it. You have the actors and actors. They living in these big old homes out in California and other places. None of that belongs to them. None of it. Just like you had at one time, Kim Kardashian, they had went somewhere and Kim reported that all of her jewelry got stolen. And people, oh my God, she got her jewelry stolen. But did you stop to think, people, why was her jewelry stolen? Because Kim Kardashian was getting out of line. And they had to bring her back to her senses. And since then, Kim has been acting accordingly. Her jewelry, no one came to her hotel room to steal her jewelry. You know, some stranger. No, they took her jewelry from her. And that's how the industry is. When you become a puppet, I don't care who you are, what you are. I don't care how many movies you can make movies from 1 to 1,000. But if you have signed your name on the dotted line and you have become a puppet to the industry of the elite, you belongs to them. This is why Kanye West is not really getting, doing what he's supposed to do. This is why R. Kelly and so many you had the in the industry you have to had the singers, the they have been taken away. People, we are here to tell you the resistance of singing. That movie Tyler Perry made, The Straw. That movie should never have been made. It wasn't so much him being in competition with Ryan Coogler. It wasn't so much that he was in competition with him, but it was the simple fact they got on his damn back. You got to make that movie. And you got to, well, it's going to take, no, Tyler, no, you got to make it in 2 days. And then, well, how would I can never you do it some way somehow, and that's how that movie was made. Because it wasn't so much Tyler Perry was in competition, but it was the industry. The industry. They had to, because this man who made Sinners in a matter of 3 or 4 days, that movie made over almost $1 billion, and they couldn't have that, and they wanted somebody or someone that they had control over to be able to make a movie to outshine him. And that's what they did to Tyler Perry. So people, stop thinking that, when you see these celebrities, whether they're actors or actresses or singers or dancers or in sports, stop thinking that, oh my God, they doing so much for the black people. All there, I mean, my God, they're doing so much. Stop and realize, why are they doing this? Because those people have sold their souls, just like with Snoop. And people were upset because Snoop came to the award show and he had some kind of scarf or fur around his neck. And you people were, don't you know, people, don't you know? Snoop Dogg sold his soul. Yes, he sold his soul. And he wore the same scarf around his neck, the fur, what have you. And he wore it when he did a show at Trump's inauguration. Now, Snoop Dogg can say, someone asked me, you want to do a show for 30 minutes and yeah, well, I just went ahead and do it. Somebody just asked me just in one show with it, but no, if Snoop Dogg had refused, Snoop Dogg would have been a world of trouble. A world. See, you don't realize the power, not the innocent power, not the strong power, but the wicked power that the high Illuminati elites have over these celebrities, over these singers, over these actors, over these people that are in the sport. You don't realize the power that they have over them. And then what they'll do just like Snoop Dogg did, or say it. But no, and I was thinking, and this thing about me singing at the inauguration, and they asked me, that's all they said. They asked me to do it for 30 minutes, and I'm for 30 minutes. So I went ahead. Snoop Dogg know deep down inside himself, he had no other option but to do it. And you see, you people would know this instead of looking at the person for what money they have, what house they live in, what car they drive, and how they supposedly help other people. You people out there wouldn't know this. Everything that they do has been told of them to do, even giving away the money. They've been told to do this, and they cannot refuse. Not refuse. So this is why I wanted to get to you all to let you all know. Stop your foolishness. You say you got power, but then again, the way that you act, where's your power? Do you have the power that you say that you have? No, you don't. Stop looking on the outside, but looking the inside. Know what the Illuminati elites does to these people in the celebrity world. Know what they do. No. Tyler Perry is nothing. You strip everything away from him, he has nothing. He will be nothing. And this is why Tyler Perry has to answer and be in agreement with everything they ask him to do. This movie Straw was shit. Was shit. And to Rajay P. Henson, you know, she's good when she paid him in Empire. She was good. She was really good. But when you haven't been working for a long time, for a while, you know, you don't have to you don't accept anything. And because you need the money to sustain. And that's what they did. Tyler Perry went to other people and asked them would they play in this movie, star in this movie, and they refused him because they knew this movie was nothing but shit. See, black people, they get tired of seeing movies over and over and over and over again about women being raped, women being beaten, women being out there on the streets, and even men leaving their wives, leaving their girlfriends, beating and shooting. Black people get tired of seeing that. Unless then you will find some black people that, hey, that picture, oh, I can identify with that. But now I watched the picture. I can't identify with it. And I was out in the streets living among trash. But one thing I will say about Billy Ariel, no one touched her. I'm telling you, you know what I mean when I say no one touched her. I had to put up a lot of fights, but I put them down. And so what I'm saying, but I can't identify with that picture. I'm not going to go into, but I can't identify with that picture. And there are a lot of black women who cannot identify with that. And so all of you out there who says, I can identify with that because I know what time of day it is, I know what's going on. You can't identify with that picture, but what you do identify is because it's the fact that Tyler Perry, you think he got money, you think he got this, think he got that, and you're going along with what he has done. So you can agree or disagree with me, it doesn't matter. But as long as I am the team, we continue on doing our research of facts. We can continue on. When we have doubt, we make a phone call or we'll go to the source directly and we will find out the true answers of what it is and what it's not. And this is what the resistance team is all about. We resist the lies. We resist the fables. we have to lean and depend upon the facts and the truth. And that's who we are. All 300, that's who we are. And so we're not going to come with you, to try to flatter you or to make you feel good or have you think of some other way. No. And that's what Tyler Perry should be ashamed of himself. But he can't. And you'll come back and retaliate in what was said about him. And he has to, because you got to remember Tyler Perry signed his name. He sold his soul away. His soul is so SOUL has been SOLD sold. There's nothing he can do to get away from it. There's nothing he can do to walk away from it. There's nothing that he can do to just, I'm not going to do it. There's nothing. And all that he has does not belong to him. So this is all we want to say. This is Billy Ariel real life. And what I and the resistance team here has given you has been nothing but the facts and the truth and the knowledge. You either accept it, reject it, and or leave it alone. Whichever way you want to do it, it doesn't matter to us because we are going to still stay on the street of the facts and the truth and the knowledge with that power. And we extend to all of you out there peace and love. Okay, power. Billy Ariel, real life.